I really would say that my younger self is very proud of me. Like, I've made it through the turmoil. I made it through my own darkness. You know, I believe the sharks, the whales, the dolphins are the keepers. The sharks are the protectors. And that's what I feel like I'm in right now. A really tight tunnel, but... Welcome to today's episode of Dawn Diaries. I am currently at the beach again. But I'm not chilling on the shore today. I am just vibing. I decided to come and drive by just to get some of the water energy. This is also a dog beach. So I don't know if you can see the lady. She has her camera behind me too. But this is a dog beach. So the vibes are vibing. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful here. So I just decided to come here and do my Dawn Diary reflection. I don't really have much to vlog because, yeah, it's just been an interesting week per usual. This is just like an interesting period of my life, but I'm really, really excited and very grateful because I'm seeing momentum. I'm seeing growth to some capacity, and I'm very excited. So, yeah, I really have just been thinking about my mindset on life, reflecting on who I am as an individual, my thoughts, my behaviors, and my growth. And I'm really, really starting to see improvement in my life. And I just definitely feel as if, yeah, like I'm growing up, I'm maturing. And so it looks like me coming out on a Saturday night or evening, coming out on a Saturday evening and not drinking, not smoking, not partying. And I'm actually in the area that I used to party like really hard in, Huntington Beach. Beautiful place, very fun vibes. But like, yeah, it looks like me coming here and just doing something different and like really reframing fun for myself. And, you know, it looks like staying sober and just being an adult. And I feel like when I was reflecting on like the way I've been feeling about life lately, it's like I've been definitely in an discomfort, like an uncomfortable zone, my discomfort zone, my uncomfort zone, whatever you want to call it. And I'm like, I normally like I just normally don't feel this way, right? And like when I go through like tougher periods in my life, I typically would, or in the past, I would typically like turn to alcohol or partying, not like, you know, just going out partying, drinking, smoking. And like in this period, I'm just sober, you know, like I'm really sober. I'm not drinking, not smoking. I keep saying it, but like I feel everything intensely. And it's like now I have to go through this period of my life feeling everything and sitting with that and like understanding why I feel this way, what's going on in my life, you know, and really facing every aspect of myself. And it's so easy to do the work when you are pacifying yourself in some way, but the hard part sometimes and the uncomfortable part sometimes is really sitting with who you are and your rawness and your realness now, sober, and really getting into the deepness and the depth of your soul, your human experience, why you are the way you are, like what you potentially might need to heal from, what you're going through, and what is here to teach you. Is it something in yourself that you need to grow? Is it your own energy that needs to be released and cleansed and purified? Is it someone else's energy? You know, and I think a lot of times, like for me, I like to say, oh, that's not mine, or like, that's not my energy. But like what I've been realizing lately is this is actually my stuff right here that I need to go ahead and work through, you know, and so that's what this period of my life is about. And I turned 28 this past Wednesday. My birthday is on July 9th, Cancer Nation, baby. And honestly, like, it was a really interesting birthday because I was so busy that day with work and everything of that nature that I just didn't feel like it was my birthday. I wasn't necessarily excited about it. I was just neutral. I wasn't unhappy. I wasn't sad, but I just wasn't like excited. And I'm not really a major birthday celebrator. Like, I'm not that person who's like, it's my birthday, we're going to Colombia and we're doing this and we're going out partying, having birthday dinners. Like, I've just never been that person. That's actually like exhausting to me. On my birthday, I prefer to do absolutely nothing or just be with my family, which is like my comfort zone, my happy place. where I'm safe, my safe haven, my safe space. And so my mother was out of town this week because of a funeral. My grandmother passed away. I think I told you all before. So it was just like me, my little brother, and my little cousin. And I got me a birthday cake. I did the candles because my little cousin loves the candles. So I let her blow out the candles. And we just kind of like did the birthday thing there. And that was it for me, and that was good enough for me, to be honest. Like, I don't need anything to supplement that, like with my loved ones and to be with family. I also bought pizza that day, so I brought home pizza. We enjoyed that. We smashed down on that. And like now I'm like 28. I'm like feeling finally grown. I feel like 27 for me was about finally feeling like an adult. Like, my whole life, I wanted to be grown so bad. And my mother pointed this out in one of our classes. Oh my God, a puppy. Oh my God, that dog. Your dog is so cute. It stopped me. It's so cute. Hi. Oh my God. Anyway, my mom pointed this out, that like my whole life, the version of myself that I am now is like who I've been trying to be and who I've been trying to get to. When I was little, I just wanted to be grown so bad, and I was acting just about my age right now, which was 25 and up, 27, just, you know, into things, wanting to be grown, wanting to be, you know, popping like my mom, because when she was younger, like she had me when she was in her 20s, so I grew up with her essentially, and like she was just like so creative, and she still is, but she was what I saw like as a young child while I was still developing in that way, because I feel like I'm still developing now, is that she was so creative. She was into acting, interviews, doing music, you know, creating, doing arts and crafts around the house, doing little DIY projects around the house. And I got to see a lot of that. And like, she was just so cute. She's always been very fashionable, always been that girl, always been beautiful. So that's really where I get it from. And so I couldn't wait to be like that when I grew up. And so this past year, and even I think like coming into 28 is where I feel like I'm finally that version of me that I really looked forward to being. And I really would say that my younger self is very proud of me. Like, I've made it through the turmoil. I made it through my own darkness to this point, and I survived. And I'm no longer that version of me who was self-sabotaging the arrival to this version of me. I'm no longer the version of me that has to self-soothe, that has to look for substances to not feel. And you know, in the times that I was drinking, I didn't feel like I wasn't trying to feel. I just felt like, you know, I was just partying and having fun, doing what I saw my cousins doing growing up. And there's nothing wrong with going out and having fun, but I knew that I eventually had to find my own way of having fun without going to the club and partying and just, you know, going down that whole binge, because that for me would really put me in a spiral that would just throw me off track. And so I was like, okay, I have to find alternative versions of fun. Like, there is a whole world out there that does not involve going out and getting turned. And so I feel like I'm just now starting to figure out what that is. I feel like I'm just now figuring out what that looks like, you know? And so it looks like me coming here and filming myself in front of all the people that are walking by, not being fearful, like being careless, being like in my ish, because at the end of the day, like, we know it's 2025, okay? So it looks like also me really catering and nurturing myself in a way where I'm leaning in and I'm listening to what my body needs, to what my mind needs, to what my spirit needs. And I feel more than ever so deeply connected to my intuition and just so divinely guided and held, you know, divinely held through this transitional period, because I feel as if I'm still developing into this version of me, which is like this new cycle in a sense when I say that, because I feel as if we're always evolving into different versions of ourselves. But this one was a major shift, and I feel like I'm still settling into that. And yeah, so that's really my reflection on my past year, you know, like 27 was like where I finally arrived home. You know, there's this quote my mother always shares by our beloved Thich Nhat Hanh, who is a Buddhist monk, master, teacher, master person, ascended master now, because he passed away a few years ago. And you have to just really go into the deep dive of him and who he is on this planet. He was a major, major, major soul, and I get chills when I talk about it. But he has a quote that is this, and my mother always shares it. She loves it, and we love it at VHD when she shares it. I have arrived. I am home. I am no longer running from myself. And I'm going to say it 3 times because I really feel that settling into my spirit right now. I need those words right now. I have arrived. I am home. I am no longer running from myself. I have arrived. I am home. I am no longer running from myself. Words for the soul, food for the soul. So yeah, that is now. Those words really just grounded me too. I feel a shift in being by the water, the energy of the water. You know, I hope by now you all are getting to know that I'm a real spiritual girl, a mystic, honestly. And the ocean has really been calling me. And I know in past lives that I have been a part of the ocean in some way. I have worked with the ocean. I've been a keeper of the ocean. And so perhaps even an inhabitant of the ocean. I'm a water sign in this lifetime. So water really does it for me. And I'm very, very grateful to just be here receiving the ocean's energy, receiving the vastness. And I'm going to show you what I am standing in front of a little more. Just how beautiful is that? You know, this is Gaia. This is Mother Nature. This is divinity, in my opinion, you know, untouched, kind of, sort of, because you might be able to see there's an oil rig that way. But, I mean, in its purest form, it's just raw nature. And it, to me, what I love about it is that the ocean is so vast and so full of the unknown. Like, there is so little that we really, truly know about the ocean. And, you know, I believe the sharks, the whales, the dolphins are the keepers. The sharks are the protectors, and they're like the security guards of the ocean. And the dolphins and the whales are the sentient, what humans are to the land is what dolphins and whales are to the ocean. And it's just so much more there. I mean, we already know about the alien bases, right? The alien worlds, and are they even really aliens? Is this their planet too? And I believe it is. So yeah, you know, that's a whole rabbit hole. But this conversation, this energy is where like my whole entire being has arrived to as well. It's just being in my tinfoil hat life for life because I've always been a tinfoil hatter. I've always been a believer in the unknown, the supernatural, what I just talked about. And yeah, so this is really my birthday reflection in a sense. This is what my life is giving. This is the mood. This is the energy. This is the vibration of it all. And I'm just grateful. I'm so grateful. You know, I can't say that life has been the most comfortable, but I know that it's all for a purpose. I know that my discomfort is really because I'm going through birthing pains. You know, I'm going through the discomfort of coming out of the womb again. And you know, they say for babies, that's a really uncomfortable process when we come out of the womb because it's such a tight tunnel. And that's what I feel like I'm in right now, a really tight tunnel, but I see the light. And I feel that my head is out, my shoulders are about to come out, and I'm going to slip right out. And so that's where I'm at right now. So thank you for coming with me to the beach again. I really wanted to go to Laguna today, but I was a little tired earlier. So I decided I would just come to Huntington Beach. Really, really love this beach too. This area is so beautiful. And just, you know, vibe out. I think I might go to the beach still tomorrow. If not, next weekend, so I can just have a whole day and just enjoy the vibes. But yeah, that is my reflection for today. I hope you all enjoyed. Please do like and subscribe. This is 28. I definitely want to take some pictures. So I'm going to take some pictures, and I don't want this reflection to be too long. So thank you for watching Dawn Diaries episode 7. I can't believe it's been already 7 weeks that we've been vibing out. I have new music on the way, so stay tuned for that. Keep streaming Dawn of Love. Love is mine again. And yeah, much love. Don't forget to like and subscribe.